Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss an important topic which is always on the news. That is UNCLOS, United Nations Conventions on the Law of Seas. Reas- In this news is always in the news because of some reasons. Either the China is trying to occupy and trying to take its sovereignty in the South China Sea. There is always a dispute between China, Japan, or China, Vietnam. So, and sometimes it always happens that there is a dispute between two nations, two island nations who are having the same waters. So, UNCLOS comes into this limelight, and this topic is very important to know as it is always in the news. So, let us know more about it. United Nations Conventions on the Law of Seas 1982 is also known as Law of Seas, and it divides areas into 5 zones. Let us see here: territorial sea, exclusive economic zones, contiguous zones, high area, etc. Now, if you know deeply about it, it is an international convention signed by some of the nations. India has also signed, and India is a part member of UNCLOS, and it provides the boundary between the seas from the coastal region. So, from the coastal region to some water, what is the meter or length of the sea where they can have sovereignty or authority? This is given under this UNCLOS. So basically, it helps any coastal states so that they can extend their sovereignty, they can carry on their exploitation or a scientific or deep seabed research and all. They can do under by using this UNCLOS. Let us know about it. We have something called first. Let us know about territorial sea. Territorial sea extends from seawards from 12 nautical miles from its baseline. Now, baseline is the line which is taken whenever there is a low tide. Then it is calculated from the sea coast, from the sea coast towards the sea. That is called as a baseline. Now, from the sea to 12 nautical baseline, from its baseline, it is 12 nautical mile. It is called as territorial sea. From here, we can see from this diagram, it is here. Now, this territorial sea nautical miles, the coastal states have this authority and jurisdiction just like how they have on the land. They can extend all the rights whatever they have on the surface, like that is on the land, to this seabed, subsoil, and they can on even in the airspace also they can have. But the coastal lines are limited by innocent passage. They are limited by innocent passage through this territorial sea. Next, we have contiguous zone. From this contiguous zone is nothing but extra 12 nautical miles, extra 12 nautical from baseline. So that is 24 nautical miles. It is the intermediary zone between territorial sea and this high seas. High seas is nothing but, and I'll be telling you further. So this contiguous zone have jurisdiction only in few states, few things. Not in everything it has jurisdiction, just like the territorial sea. It has jurisdiction over immigration, pollution, taxation, and customs. And just like that, it does not provide just like the territorial zone, it does not provide all the rights on the air and space. This is one thing we should remember. Next, we have exclusive economic zone. Exclusive economic zone is beyond this contiguous zone. Beyond this contiguous zone, that is here, this zone, if you see, from baseline, it is 200 nautical miles. Exclusive economic zone. This exclusive economic zone where we all the countries fight for it. Now, South China, she has an issue because of this exclusive economic zone. China, Vietnam, all these island nations, and the China, they they have authority. They feel that they all have authority because this is 200 nautical miles. 200 nautical miles is mingling, is coming for all the countries. So when the two nations are in disputes, we can take the midway. We can take the midway and we can share it. But the all the nations fight for that thing, and they come in dispute because of this reasons. This extra exclusive economic zone. Now, in this, they can have the explore rights like exploring, conserving natural resources, and they can even exploit. They can do research. They can carry out a production of energy from the water and currents and winds. It does not give any rights to the coastal state to prohibit the right to prohibit or limit freedom of navigation or overflight. That means it does not have the right to stop any person or any other country to move, but they can but the state or the country whichever is coming in the exclusive economic zone, they should not come with the military exercises and all. They can just come and go, but they cannot carry on any further activities in this extra 200 nautical zone. So what is high seas? High seas is further off this exclusive economic zone is high seas. We can say in this picture, further off this is high seas. It is considered heritage of man. This is common for everyone and it is beyond exclusive economic zone. The state can conduct activities as long it is for peaceful process. It should they can carry on marine sciences and undersea exploration in this high seas area, but everything should be under peaceful. It should not have any fight for military anything. So as we all know, this UNCLOS, it is always in the news, so it is very important. So if you like my channel, please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. That's all for today. Thank you.